Hello, and welcome to the Season 3 season finale of Dank Dungeons. Get in there, Davis. Yeah, there you go. Okay, sit back down now. I'm Lex, and this is a fantastically silly little show that I make with my friends, and I'm so happy to be able to make. Friends in air quotes. So let's introduce our players real quick for the final time of the season, and then after that we'll do a recap. Let's start with Bettania this time.
Whoa.
I'm Bettania, the human wizard, and I'm going first.
It's exciting because last episode there was mirror people. So.
I have coffee. Oh my god.
Wow.
What?
Davis, what are you doing?
I'm Todd,
No.
the Elven Ranger.
No.
With my best buddy EP, we go on adventures together. It's great. I love being this character.
Lex.
Lex, he stole my character.
He's stealing ideas again.
He's a bad boy.
Dad.
I'll frick you up, dude. Watch this.
I'm watching.
My name's Davis. I'm Quorne. I'm a Goblin Paladin, but I'm multi-classed.
Trauma.
Trauma.
Yeah.
What did you multiclass into?
I don't know. Warlock.
Whoa.
It doesn't say here, though.
It's a little bit of hanky-panky going on.
I guess I'm an idiot. Right?
Tensions are high in the season finale.
Accurate.
So
No, Fricky.
we had a pretty silly season. Stop that. We had a pretty silly season.
All right. Let's go.
We only got an hour.
We all hate each other now.
We were friends. I thought that's what you were doing, air quotes around friends.
The party ventured through the Radlands desert. They had all sorts of trials and tribulations. They met ska kids. They fought a big bug. They fought the big bug before they met the ska kids. Let's be fair.
That thing was crazy.
Yeah, it fired laser beams out of its eyes. Then you guys fought some mind flayers. That was fun in the Tower of Is. And then you got
The Illithid space station.
Yeah, you got a sweet car with a flamethrower on it. That was pretty cool. Then you Todd was abducted by a beholder, and he was gonna make him live in a perfectly reasonably comfortable jail cell. You met up with Chuck Berry, and he tried to kill you with a katana. So that's the kind of game we're playing. After that, you beat up the beholder, and you killed him, which was good because he was a real perv.
Really beat him up.
Yeah.
Where's Chuck?
Who knows?
We didn't see him die.
Who knows? Not you.
I saw him fall and hit the ground.
I
but
know
then
exactly where he
disappeared.
is.
Will you tell us?
No.
Tell us.
Nope.
Tell us.
He's not gonna.
So after that, you guys went off to find the crystal gate, which could teleport you to the astral plane,
And
where
we got eaten by that astral dreadnought. That was crazy.
that was crazy. That
That
didn't
was
happen.
crazy.
But you did trick a couple of middle-aged women sphinxes who were really bad at technology and got them addicted to Angry Birds, a fate worse than death. And then you got to the astral plane, found the crystal fortress, went through a trial of the crystal fortress, and ended up in a small chamber. Side note, you might not be able to die.
Maybe. Let's not risk it in the astral plane.
Oh, do rules work differently in the astral plane?
They
Probably.
They could.
That's up to Lex.
If you get swallowed by an astral dreadnought, you go to a demiplane that's just his stomach.
And it's not somewhere else. It could be anything.
It's weird. It's real weird.
It's real weird.
Astral dreadnoughts are real weird, but I want to stress there has been no astral dreadnought in this campaign yet.
As a
Did
matter
you
of
say
fact,
yet? I was joking around. Did you say
Did
yet?
I say yet?
as a matter of fact, we passed through a mirror just now.
Mm-hmm. You did.
DM rule about Lex, number 592.
Astral dreadnought.
Pay
Astral
attention to
dreadnought.
what he says.
If he says yet, run or kill him.
Pay
Do one of
attention
those
to
two
his
things.
wording.
Pay attention
Listen to his
wording.
wording very carefully.
He's specific sometimes.
So, you enter a large chamber. The walls vault up into darkness, but the parts you can see glow with a strange luminescence. Archways around the chamber lead to dark hallways, but ahead of you is a wall with 3 robed figures floating gently. They are cross-legged and solemn, wearing shimmering robes and sunglasses. They are so still you think they may be statues until the one at the center extends his arm towards you. He is sporting aviator sunglasses, a mop of curly hair, and a large mustache. In a thick Italian accent, he says, "It is you, the chosen ones." I wasn't gonna try and do it in an Italian accent. I know I was gonna mess that up.
Yeah, you gotta
I
be careful.
run up
You gotta
to
be
him.
careful.
You run up to him.
I make 2 attacks.
No.
I'm joking.
Waffle good.
I say, hello.
Hello, Quorne, the Goblin Paladin / now Warlock.
And that's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I've got an afro. Take
Yep.
a pick out and put it in my hair.
Yep. Press the
Yeah, it
dictation
appears.
It just appears.
It just appears.
Pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You have come as we foresaw.
I have another afro pick. I can have 3 instantaneous effects.
Three.
Your pick slots.
Just tons of afro picks sticking out of your head.
You 3/4 with EP the wolf.
I was wondering if EP could die. That's why I've kind of been like, stay back, EP.
You have come in search of the 55S microphone.
Yes, we have.
We have,
Another
yes.
pick.
Another thing.
Well, now you're full up, so.
Yeah.
Are you the Order of Evangeles?
We are.
Cool.
The one at the center says, they call me Georgie. This is Wendy. And gesturing to a woman next to him. And, oh, did I not name the third one? Oh, no. I didn't name the third one. We don't know what the third one's name is. They're silent.
It's Greg!
It's Greg!
Hood comes off. It's the goat.
It's the goat! Bum, bum,
That would be
bum.
incredible.
That would be pretty
I
good.
missed that goat.
know.
Goat was a good character. I always feel bad because like,
That was like a
Dan
Dan
played
character.
him so
Yeah.
well, so I always am like, should I bring the goat back? But then I always say like, nah, I shouldn't bring the goat
Yeah.
back. But I want to, but I'm like unsure about playing.
Who
him,
knows?
'cause Who
Who
knows? Will the goat come back? You know? Anyway,
Guess it depends.
there's a third figure.
Cool.
It's Chuck Bear.
It's not Chuck
What
Berry.
it outside of game? What is this? What are you doing here?
What
This
am
is
I
like a
doing?
Bill and
What-
Ted thing.
Yeah.
with the-
What's
Is
the
this a Bill and Ted
what's
thing?
the Order of Evangeles?
Correct.
I guess it is.
This is a Bill and Ted thing.
Is it really?
It's exactly like that scene
Oh,
in Bill
the
and Ted when they
future.
go to
Okay,
theater.
that's what I was feeling. I was like,
Yeah.
it's what I was picturing when you were explaining this.
Yeah.
I walk over to the third figure that's nameless, and I give them a can of corn.
That's
They,
really
they
generous.
nod
There it
to you
is.
silently and take the can of corn.
Yeah.
And they hold it up.
I take out the Axe of Eternity.
Mm-hmm.
What are you? Oh, no.
It's a 3. It hurts me.
That hurts you.
I drop it.
Drop it. It hurts you for like 3 points of damage.
All right. I pick it up. I try again.
You try
No!
again. Why?
Stop trying to die.
Georgie says, "Wait, no.
Wait,
do
you
not
must
hurt
you
yourself
must be
like
just
this."
about dead, right?
Yeah, he has 3 hit points.
3 hit points.
Oh no.
I can do it.
So where is the microphone?
Yeah, we need the microphone.
You need the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, certainly, and he raises his hand, and the ceiling opens up like an iris, and a giant crystal slowly lowers down into the center of the room, just like the opening scene of Bill and Ted.
Slowly enough that we can see all the names of the people who helped make
Yes.
the Order of Evangelis.
Cool music plays in the background.
Is Rufus there?
Is Rufus there?
Rufus!
We'll find out.
You find out. It hits the floor, and you see it is a clear crystal. Inside is the microphone, encased within. Anyway, so you wanted to try again with the axe.
Another 3.
Oh no,
It hurts me.
it hurts you.
I'm not gonna heal you again.
Oh no, you did exactly 3 damage.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious.
You got sleepy sleeps.
Let me know every time 6 seconds go by.
How much health do you have?
0.
I'm gonna give you the last Twinkie.
We have another Twinkie?
Just the last one.
Wait, Georgie holds up his hand. He's like, "Do not trouble yourself." An array of light comes from his hand, and you just hear weird modular synth tones to a sweet 70s dance beat. You come back to life at half hit points.
Okay. 27.
Knock me down. I would like to come back at half points.
I
You pick up the axe again.
Last time.
Nope.
You take 10 points. Somebody gotta stop him.
I'm just gonna let him do whatever he wants.
Well,
I'm
I've got
trying.
to get through this.
All right, so we
crystal
can take
somehow.
this. Is that true?
So Georgie says he keeps getting distracted by Quorne. We have the microphone.
Sorry. You told me to set a timer, and I kept the volume on, and I was like, what if somebody tries to call me? And I'm like, nobody ever calls me. And then now my sister's calling me.
That's okay. My timer doesn't. It makes noise no matter
She
what.
loves me.
Nice.
No, she does.
She does. I love her very much.
So he turns to you and he says, "We do have the microphone. You need it to save the world and restore balance.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the point in that endeavor? We live here, away, separated. The troubles of your world do not affect us."
Well, how does the microphone benefit you to have?
It is an artifact of
You guys
great
mostly do
power.
instrumental stuff anyway.
You guys mostly do instrumental stuff anyway. He's like, it is true that we mostly do instrumental stuff. But sometimes I like to use a vocoder, and it is fantastic for that.
How much damage do I take?
You take 9.
9. It'll work.
In the background, Quorne just keeps trying to pick up the axe and
man.
failing.
So
You guys can continue this conversation while he's doing that.
go ahead, roll.
6.
So
It's a 20. It's a 20. I use
6.
the polyhedral dice set. It's a 20.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, there you
You're
go.
being a real dingus right now.
Well, I can keep.
what are you gonna do with it?
I can't. I want to play it for these guys so that we can get the microphone.
Oh. Well,
You can try.
you use the polyhedral dice set.
Yeah,
It's
there goes
20.
my D20, you jerk.
Isn't the way it works is you roll a die and then you can replace any roll with that?
No, you can. No, it's that any roll that's been made, you can replace it as long as it's the right die type. You can replace it with any number that would be on that die type.
Okay.
So yeah,
But that's a D20 is done.
yeah. So now your D20 is gone.
So mark that we use the D20.
Gygax, you nut.
I have a rad point that I can give to you. I think. Can I use a rad point on someone else?
Yeah, so you can give
It's
it
a
to
rad
me.
point.
So I can make you succeed on something.
Okay, great. I have a red point.
All right.
So, yeah.
And then I start playing.
You start playing.
As soon as I get it to actually work.
But then you like attack, right? You do damage?
You can.
You don't need to.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to lash out in anger with your music.
Okay.
Yeah.
You play
can
some,
lash out
something
in
sweet,
harmony.
Yeah.
Make a performance check with advantage.
like a nice little
I
Doobie Brothers riff.
I'm like, finally. Or
Play some
something.
jazz guitar.
Yeah, I play some jazz guitar.
Jazz guitar
It's
can
like
be
some
so aggressive
like these guys.
sometimes.
I feel like these guys really appreciate Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
And so like it's like some Herbie Hancock stuff, some early stuff.
It's John Hancock.
So with advantage, that's not too bad. The second one was a 5, but the first one was a 17 plus
But it's the Axe of Eternity.
21.
Well, that's what gives him advantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
21.
21's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
What, Bettania, are you saying anything?
Um,
He made the argument that they mostly just do instrumentals.
They do mostly do instrumentals. And our world worships the radical gods. And if our world is in harmony, then it makes sense that we would have more time to worship the gods and give them their power, and we can all live in radicalness.
And also, people will appreciate your music more.
And we're
And
making
they'll
a
hear
dank
it.
band.
Yeah, we're gonna be a good band. I play the Didge.
Yeah, we won the
I
battle of the
forgot you played
bands.
the stage.
Right now, all they're listening to is ska.
EP says, I play the tambourine. And he takes the tambourine out of his pocket.
Can he hold it with his paw?
Yeah.
Wow.
If he shakes his head like this, he can go. Tick, tick, tick.
That's what I was thinking, but it looks like he can just hold it.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
He stands up on his hind legs. He's like, and he's like,
just like that video.
link it in the description.
Look at the description. Georgie, you see a single tear roll down from underneath the sunglasses, and he's like, that is beautiful music. And it's true, we mostly just do instrumentals.
Changed his mind.
Do you really think what hundreds of years ago we left the material plane because no one would appreciate our music.
Much like Chuck Berry himself.
Do you think that if you are able to bring the gods back with these artifacts, the people there would welcome us again?
Of
Do you
course.
truly
Of
think that?
course.
Yeah.
There's a whole colony of people who worship ska. Ska,
Ska.
Georgie.
There's got to be a colony that
Yeah.
worships. There's got to be a colony that worships synth.
Oh. So standards must be pretty low.
Yeah, standards are pretty low, and we know there are people out there who still want to listen to you. We've run into DJs still playing music from the time of the gods.
Yeah.
We've run into people who know your music and they want to hear it again.
I will also point out as DM, when you guys were at the end of season 2, you did the rock off. Morag was a bad guy, but he played prog synth music.
Yeah.
And all of his undead really liked it. So
Yeah.
there's definitely an audience.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all dead, but there's definitely an audience.
The undead are pretty cool if you're like nice to them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got
You
a
just-
lot of money to spend. I mean,
If you pretend to be one of them,
Yeah,
then they love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So he's like, you have swayed me with your beautiful music and your persuasive arguments. You may take the microphone and travel back to the material plane.
How do we get out of this crystal?
Oh, hold on.
Whoa.
And then he just, and then he
Smash it.
appearing in front of him, floating in front of him, is a synthesizer, and he just plays this note. And it's a really high note, and the crystal just shatters.
Does it hurt?
If for like a second, EP's like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
It probably bothers EP the most, but it's only for a second. And the crystal shatters, and there's the microphone. So it's one of those sweet old school microphones that has the silver metal case.
Right.
It's like the kind that they used in like the 40s and 50s. You know what kind of microphone I'm talking about, right? I'm really bad describing them.
sure.
No.
Link in the description, everybody.
It's not gonna be a link in the description.
They're literally
There's gonna have to be.
the model is literally 55S. So you can take it right there.
I take it.
You take
Yeah.
it. You got the 55S microphone. Da 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 da.
Yay!
Bop, bop, bop,
I'm
bop,
looking
bop,
at it.
bop. Hold on.
All right.
Da,
Well,
da, da,
see ya. You guys ready to go?
da,
Yeah,
da,
let's
da,
go.
da, da, da,
They put up their
da,
hand
da,
as if to
da,
wave, but in a
da,
weird
da.
futuristic
Be
way.
excellent to one another.
Be excellent be excellent to each other.
All right, well,
Do, 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 do,
And also
do,
with
do,
you.
do, do,
It's enough.
oh, that's what it looks like.
Right.
You can buy it on Amazon.
Oh, beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Looks kind of like a can of corn, but with a dome top.
Yeah. A little bit.
You actually can't buy it on Amazon. You can buy,
You can
No,
buy
you
everything
might
on
stand
Amazon.
at
What
I
are
know,
you talking
right?
about?
well, it looks like,
If I know anything about Jeffy B,
well,
you
the
can buy
top
anything on
hits
his
are-
website.
You can get it at Guitar Center.
Oh, good.
It's
So-
kind of like the Amazon of
eBay.
music.
Oh, no, there it is. Amazon.
Yep.
You're great. You can get a bundle with boom stand, headphones, XLR. Buy used and save.
How
Buy
much?
Used.
You guys could have just went to Amazon and got this. You wouldn't have to go on this quest at all.
But it wouldn't have that cool crystal casing.
How much is it?
I'm loading it up. $249.
For a 5-pack?
That's a buy new with it's
Oh.
Prime eligible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So how much?
$249.
Yeah, man, you really should have just ordered it from Amazon.
You can also
instead of
add
doing
a
all this.
protection-
I don't think we had that much money
There's
though.
a 4-year
We got,
access
like,
warranty.
You had a
42
lot in
gold pieces.
trade, but Jeffy B doesn't accept trade
Yeah.
on his
You
website.
can get it used
He's a
for
capitalist.
$189.99.
Yeah, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. So
All right.
you guys head back through the Crystal Gate.
Cool. Who's on the other side?
On the other side, you step out of the portal to see a crowd of wastoids gathered
Aww.
before you.
What about the sphinxes?
The Sphinxes are just off to the side, playing on their phones.
Kill these guys.
Angry Birds is very addictive.
One of them looks over his shoulder like, listen, I'm busy. Hey, are you guys trying to go through the portal? And one of the guys is like, nah. They're like, okay, whatever. And then they turn back. This game's great. I need to pay more money into it so that I can
Where are our vehicles?
refresh.
Our vehicles are right there, right?
Yeah, your vehicle is right there. They don't seem to have messed with it. They're not like right in front of you. They're like a little ways off.
They're just standing there waiting for
Yeah,
us.
they're
or-
waiting for you. They're waiting for you to exit. They don't look happy.
A lot of them.
There's between 24 and
Ah,
36 of them. One of them leaps forward.
That's where that started.
A scrawny gnome wearing probably like a bow tie or something.
Huh.
He has this goofy desert garb, and he also has a bow tie. He says, may I present to you his most foul, the king of the mutates, high roller of Las Vegas, the one, the only, and he's like, gesturing, ginormous Rex, and then he runs off to the side. An imposing figure of a pig man steps forward. He sports a mohawk, face paint, football pads, decorated with feathers.
Ooh.
He takes one of those little CB radio transmitters that's connected to a megaphone. You know how those are. From off of his belt, and a piece of paper out of his pocket, and says, so he's like this big dude, the time has come for you to face me, your ultimate enemy. We have chased each other across the desert in a deadly game of cat and mouse. As enemies, we have come to know each other well.
Who is this
But
guy?
all things must come to an end. Now I must destroy you.
I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Who are you? I don't understand.
Insolence! And all the other guys are like, yeah, you
Like,
suck. Yeah. And they all rev the engines. And like the guys who are there, so there's two of them who are riding those little like they're pretty big dinosaur type things, and they're like, yeah, and one of them like pulls on the reins and the dinosaur like spits fire out of its mouth, and then one of them is in a dune buggy that has mounted to it a Gatling gun.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh. Another one, and then but behind that, so the pig dude was standing on top of like this big rig thing, but it clearly has like hover pads on the bottom of it because it's floating slightly off of the ground. And then there are 4 motorcyclists on different kinds of motorcycles. So like the motorcyclists rev their engines.
Are we
Like,
like
yeah.
What?
You like Bettania? You could just.
You hear
yeah.
the screeching of tires, even though that doesn't make sense in the sand. And your buggy pulls up right in front of you, and EP is in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, guys, this doesn't look good. I think we should leave."
Yeah.
Sounds
Like,
great.
you wanna like cast darkness on them real quick or something,
them?
and then we can get out of here.
I don't think
Well, they're gonna chase
I
us.
don't think darkness is big enough to encircle the whole 24 to 36 people.
Just do it like in front of them or something. Like
It's 20 feet.
I cast.
yeah.
Is the pig guy riding like a?
He's on top of the giant hover truck.
I
cast darkness on the hover truck.
Yeah. Just give us 1 minute.
Yeah,
Then we'll get in and then do it.
They're all
Yeah.
yelling.
Just
Yeah.
1
I'll
second.
get
We're
on a
trying to do like
motorcycle.
a.
They're all yelling obscenities that I can't repeat here because this is a family program.
I don't want to cast comprehend languages to understand what
Nope.
they're saying.
There's all sorts. There's a jackalman. There's a lizard boy. There's some guy that kind of looks like the Toxic Avenger because he's just really gross.
Okay.
There's a lot of gross guys.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I imagine they probably don't have like. Energy cells or anything like that. We'll probably outrun them if we try for long enough.
Let's Mad Max these
My
boogers.
biking goes for an infinite amount of time.
Yeah.
cool.
I
That's
guess
right.
good luck to us. We're gonna ride over here for a minute and we're gonna talk about it. We'll be right back.
Ah! One of the guys just fires the machine gun into the air.
Oh boy.
And yeah, they're gonna definitely come at us. You're gonna cast darkness on the big rig?
Yeah.
Cool. You cast darkness on the big rig. What
So
has
it-
happened?
So it's just on the big rig now.
Yeah.
So-
Which means it moves with them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's on an object.
Well,
It's not an object that's being worn or carried.
what if someone is wearing it?
Wearing
They're not.
the hoverboard
They're
big rig.
There's straps on the back of it, and somebody's just wearing the straps. He's like, "This is my purpose."
So the you hear "Get them!" and we are now going to have a chase sequence.
Yay!
The giant set piece for the end of season 3 is a chase sequence.
Very Mad
Is
Max.
this Fury Road?
Yeah, it's Fury Road.
We're playing Fury Road now. Everyone, we're playing Fury Road now. Where's Tom Hardy? Where is he?
Is there a person playing guitar and flames shooting out of it?
Yeah, there definitely is.
Cool.
Because why wouldn't there be?
I'm like, they're actually pretty cool.
Witness me.
Witness me. Someone gets chrome spray paint and just
One
sprays
time-
it all over
One
their
time at
face.
work, I work in food service, so I had like a spray it's like a canola oil spray, and I sprayed it in my face and was like, "Witness me!" Everybody thought that was very funny.
This works sort of similar to a chase as it appears in the Dungeon Master's Guide, except you guys don't have to use like dash actions or anything because you're all on vehicles. So you can basically take your turns. You don't get to move anywhere, and luckily you have your vehicle can pilot itself because it's a steed. So you don't actually have to spend your action to do much with your vehicle unless you want to. Whereas and EP is piloting the dune buggy, so I'd say you'd probably roll for him to do anything if he needs to do anything as the driver. And the rest of you guys, you can't move anywhere unless you want to get out of your vehicle,
I
like
can
jumping
shoot my
on. But yeah, but you
bow
can use your actions to make attacks, stuff like that.
Cool.
Can I stand at the flamethrower, and if I decide not to use a flamethrower, can I use my bow?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
No problemo.
And I imagine you'll just be spelling, unless you would rather use the flamethrower.
No, I'm good. Here are the rules to the flamethrower if you're going to be the one using it.
Sure. The flamethrower.
Flam. Wham bam. It's a flam.
Okay, you guys all start moving off.
Yeah.
There's a caravan of bad dudes behind you.
I don't have any ranged attacks.
You don't, but you could get up to somebody with your motorcycle and then like beat them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
You don't need to steer your
Well,
motorcycle.
no, it's last night, I guess. Now, 'cause it's been a while since we played, or technically. I changed my motorcycle into a tricycle.
Yeah,
With
so
a,
Nice.
yeah, I
with
remember
a
this.
second, with a back seat for a second person. So I don't know if one of you guys wants to sit in the back and just shoot things as we drive around.
I'm staying in the dune buggy.
I
you
trust
were the EP.
Sorry.
Fine.
You trust EP over
Quorne's
like
just
a
gonna
magical
drive
steed.
away.
I mean,
He's
I
like,
still need
he doesn't
these
care.
driving skills.
You guys are so
You're
mean to
definitely
Quorne.
gonna get chased though.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. So you guys go. You all go. I would say let's. No, you know what? You can go first in the order of stuff. So this is round one. What would you guys like to do? You're pulling away.
Hashtag bless.
Heading. Hashtag blast.
Woo.
Okay, so you blast the party.
Bless.
Except for EP.
Do you need to maintain a certain number of distance from the people you're blessing? Because that may become a factor here.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just going to say for the sake of argument that Quorne's steed goes as fast as your Doom Buggy.
Fair.
I mean, he could probably,
It probably
go a little
does.
faster, but
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
You don't?
Cool.
Yeah. They just have to be within range when I cast it, is what it looks like.
Okay, cool.
I'll cast it at second level, because I've got a second level spell slot. Then I'm not using or anything, and I'll bless EP as well, because he's going to be making rules for
Cool.
driving.
All right. What
It's just saving throws, right?
And ability checks.
Oh, really?
And attacks.
I don't think it's ability checks.
Oh, no, it's
No,
just,
it's just saving
attacks
throws.
and saving throws.
Yeah.
Alright, so maybe not EP then. Doesn't need to do that.
All right. What are you guys doing?
I want to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level on. There are 2 Dino Boys.
2 Dino Boys with spears, the hover big rig, a Dune Buggy with a machine gun, and 4 motorcycles.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? Since I'm casting it at 3rd level, I'll have 4 rays. I'm gonna cast it at the motorcycles because there are 4 of them.
Cool.
All right, and that's 17 plus is 23. That is a 14. That is an 18, and that is a 15.
Can I see the vehicle?
It says 14 AC.
Well, for your thing.
No. All things.
For all things.
All things considered.
All right.
All things considered, NPR. So, I'm sorry, what are your rolls? It was a 20-something?
Yeah, 23, a 14, a 15, and an 18.
Everything hits besides the 14.
All right, so that's 3 hits. So that's 11 on the first one, 6 on the second one, and 10 on the third one.
11, 6, and 10. All right. Oh yeah, only okay. So you hit 2 of the motorcycles. I'm sorry. Were you trying to take out the motorcycles or the riders on the motorcycles?
I guess the riders on
Yeah,
the
I guess that
motorcycles.
makes
It
more
doesn't make sense to hit the motorcycles.
Okay. You take out one of the riders. He goes flying off, and his motorcycle veers out of the way. I'm actually going to see if it hits somebody else. All right. So it veers off to the side and just like goes into like a weird ditch, and everybody avoids it. Another motorcyclists, the other motorcyclists are hurt. They're I think what kind of weapons do they have? One of them probably has a whip.
Ooh.
What do you call it? One of those ball and chains? What do you
Yeah.
call that?
Oh, flail.
Flail.
Yeah, they definitely got flails. That's a good weapon for them.
Long chains.
I haven't used or heard the term flail in a long time.
How's the old ball and chain?
That's what I
It's
was.
still swinging.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, so I was just imagining you like swinging around a person.
Todd, what are you doing?
A wife.
Shut up, Cassandra.
Um,
I'm trying to play D&D.
So what are, there's like a bunch of them, yeah, still. If I ask you what I see,
There's
darkness on the big old truck, right?
that big old truck, yes.
And then there's a bunch of motorcycle and dune buggies.
There's 3 motorcycles, there's 1 dune buggy, there's 2 lizard guys.
All right, I'm going to try and fire a couple arrows off. I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Oh, I will point out everything is at medium range currently.
Oh, well then I'll use
Wanna use that
I'll use the
flamethrower?
flamethrower.
Yeah, okay.
What's the area on that? I don't think it really says the area.
It can hit more than 1 target.
It can be fired at targets at short or medium range and hit up to 2.
Up to 2, then it can hit up to 2 targets because everybody's still grouped pretty closely together.
Well, then I'll just like shoot. I'll just be central. Whatever's like in the center.
Okay, sure.
Whatever works. So how does it work? Proficiency bonus. Just my proficiency bonus?
Correct.
11.
Roll again for the other target.
Oh, for the other target?
It hit up to 2 targets.
13.
13.
No hits.
No, you hit the buggy.
Cool. So what is it? It's 3d6?
Yes.
4, 10, 14, and then I roll a d6, right? It says roll a d6 on any 1 and 2, an enemy vehicle catches.
Oh, yes, do that.
6.
6. Okay, it doesn't catch on fire.
So 14
But you
damage.
did 14 damage, which bypasses its hardness and deals the damage and triggers the table. So you throw a bunch of flame at this doom buggy and probably one of the lizard guys, and the lizard guy darts off to the side and avoids it. But it hits the doom buggy square in the front of it, and they have for some reason mounted the machine gun to the front. And the machine gun is now engulfed in flames, and the guy can't touch it because it's too hot.
Yes!
So you've damaged their big old weapon.
The thing that I loved. I was like, I want that.
Yeah. Now it's too hot to handle. So
Come on, baby,
that's
light your candle.
everybody, right? Isn't it? EP drives because someone needs to spend their action driving,
Right.
and EP's licensed. He's
And
such a
he's
good
he's
driver.
very good.
True.
He's great.
We've seen his credentials.
He had 3 licenses.
Or maybe I don't know if that's how licenses work. It might just say that he has it might be a regular license
one
and it's a
license
class A, C, and something else.
I think that would. I don't know. I think that's true.
Yeah, that might be how it works. So anyway, Dino Riders, they're able to bridge the gap distance between you guys easily. Actually, EP's gonna try on his turn. He's gonna try and rev the engine and put some distance between you guys. You don't have nitro, so it's not as easy to do.
Would have been cool.
But go ahead and make a check with proficiency bonus for him. See if he can maneuver away from these guys.
22.
Nice. So you are now at long distance from everything. So Motorcyclists are able to catch up with you guys because they can travel faster and farther on their turn. There's only 3 of them left, though.
What is long distance, technically?
I mean, I didn't actually even put values to it.
I'm just thinking if I can use my bow.
You have a longbow, yeah,
Okay.
you're fine.
Longbow is 400 feet.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're totally fine. So the motorcyclists are able to get up to you. The one with the whip tries to whip at Bettania, probably.
Mm-hmm.
What's your armor class?
11.
I see.
I see.
A whip wraps around your midsection.
I cast
Oh, yeah,
shield.
actually.
You got shield. There you
That
go.
was a 16.
The whip wraps around the shield and then doesn't do anything else. That's good. That would have been real bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is going to try to throw a spear the motorcyclists have spears? No, the Dino Riders have spears. I'm sorry, never mind. Another one is going to get his motorcycle right up next to Quorne's motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take his sword,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like he's going to stab you with it, and then he's going to try and jam it into the wheel of your motorcycle.
Oh no!
Bum, bum, bum.
Your steed.
Rude.
Rude. Would you like, I will give you a reaction to
Yeah.
attempt to stop him from doing that.
Yeah.
Make a contested athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
Oh, whew.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Phew. 6.
6.
Oh.
You got a
no.
6?
Rad point.
No, you gave me your rad point.
No, he said he was going to.
Said I was going to, but I can get more.
Wow.
It's not like he can actually give it to you to use. He has to use it on
Is
you.
it, Davis, did you roll a 6 or 6 your total?
No, 8 is my total.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's higher than you.
Yeah.
So,
If I
you
mean,
want to break your promise to your teammate?
fine, I won't.
He could
No,
die.
Well, if I do this, you guys are just gonna be able to drive away, and I'm just gonna be stuck here.
You must
Do-
have like 2 hit points right now.
Do what you have to do.
No, I've got 8, but
It's fine. Just do what
I
you're
don't
gonna
use
do.
I don't use the rad point.
Okay.
Secure yourself. You must have cure wounds right now, right?
So-
I can cure up to 25 points to myself.
He shoves his sword, the sword breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Your wheel also gets all screwed up.
Yeah.
He laughs maniacally, and your bike is now out of control.
Yeah.
So you suffer from the number one condition,
We'll pull
which
up.
is
You
your
can hop
wheel is
on the
badly
boom, but-
damaged. You must attempt to repair it immediately, or your bike will crash.
Okay.
Which is something that you'll have to do on your turn.
Okay.
By immediately, I mean your turn.
But it's magic, so
But it takes like an hour to summon it,
Yeah.
so he can't just
magic
resummon
it. Magic it repaired.
I mean, if you had the spell Mending, I might allow it.
I don't have many.
Okay. But you could try to repair it, like, just yourself.
What does repair use?
We're going to get to that on your
Okay.
turn. So, that guy does that. You're sort of veering out of control. You veer away from him, and he just goes like, yeah, he does the Tusken Raider thing. That's one motorcyclist. And another motorcyclist tried to whip you. Another one is going to drive up to the buggy and is going to fire. Is going to also try and he's going to try and fire at EP actually. He has a bow and arrow. He's going to try to fire at EP. Oh, he misses real bad.
good.
Don't even bother. You rolled a natty 2. The arrow just zips off in the other direction. You're at long range, which means the hover big rig can definitely not get to you. But someone is going to spend some time dispelling that darkness around it so they can see where they're going. However, that means that the hover
Does
big
it seem
rig
like
is
they've
even-
kind of like veered away, or is everybody staying with them?
Everyone is trying to follow you guys. It's more that the hover big rig, because they couldn't really see what was going on, they normally would be able to move some distance. They moved even less, so they're even farther behind everybody else.
Right.
s-
They must be like pretty. Well, I always I imagine they'd be like off to the side as well because they like don't really.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's even more difficult for them to get to you than it was already gonna be. And the dune buggy with the machine gun closes some of the gap. Actually, let's see if they can close the entire gap. They'd have to roll for it. That was cocked. No, they do not. So they're now at medium range from you guys.
Cool.
But they can't get up to you, and they can't use their machine gun because their machine gun's too hot to handle.
Yeah.
So the dude who is at the machine gun is going to spend his turn attempting to repair it.
Okay.
And it looks like he does manage to find some ice water and just pour it on there. So at the end of his turn, it looks like it might be working again, but that's his whole turn, so they can't do anything else. The Dino Riders with spears are going to close the gap because they also are quite fast. Or actually, I think hold on. Yeah, I think close the gap.
Okay.
And one of them throws a spear that has a rope attached to it at you.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
17.
17, he misses. So that goes right past you. And then it like falls into the sand, and the guy pulls on the rope and brings the spear back to him. The other one is going to attempt to breathe fire on your vehicle with his dino. So he rolls to hit your vehicle, and he definitely hits it.
Oh boy.
And deals 9 points of damage, which is above your hardness.
Oh no.
So your vehicle takes 4 points of damage.
Do you have the page with the stuff on it?
I do. So your total vehicle AC is 40.
14. Oh.
Or
wait,
your
40.
your AC is 14.
Yeah.
Your
And the
hit
hardness
points
is 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he dealt like 9 damage, so it went
So,
4
yeah.
points over the hardness, and dealt you 4. So you're at 36 now for your vehicle.
And then something happens?
And then he rolls and sees if your vehicle sets on fire, because much like your flamethrower. Your vehicle sets on fire.
Oh,
You
No,
got
it
fi-
doesn't.
No, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
You change that 1d6 to another number?
Yeah.
All right. You use that, just throwing out those polyhedral dice.
Yeah, I am. On stupid crap.
Okay.
It's the finale.
That's the end of, that's all of them.
Did you say 36 or 37? How much damage?
It dealt 4 damage, so you're at 36. That's the end of all of their turns.
Cool.
At the start of a new round, we roll for chase complications. Where's my chase complications table? It's somewhere in here. No, that's items.
What are we doing?
Those are operating your
20
vehicle.
minutes.
20 minutes? Okay.
Those are items again. Oh, here we go. Okay. It's on 2 pages. That's kind of annoying. Okay. You are driving and driving and driving. EP's like, I think we're doing it, Todd. I think we're getting. And then you just go over like a bump, like going over a bad pothole, and you hear something has come loose in the undercarriage of your buggy. So, somewhere under your car, there is a part that is loose, and you see that the car starts making unpleasant sounds. Someone, you hear EP going, "Oh no, Todd! Someone really needs to fix that." We're now to you guys. Let's do Quorne first.
Okay.
Your wheel is messed up.
Yeah.
Now, you have one good thing going for you, which is you have such a small vehicle, you don't have to actually change. You can just, like, lean over the seat to try and mess with stuff. You don't have to actually, like, climb to a different part of your vehicle. Which is something you guys are going to have to deal with in a second. Yeah. You need to make a check to repair it, which is intelligence.
Oh!
Just hop on our vehicle.
Where are you guys?
They're probably still pretty near you, but
We're slowing down now, too, so.
Oh, that's true.
Where's the buggy with the machine gun?
It's behind some distance.
How far?
I mean, it's not like too far. It's easier if someone's behind you, it's easier to just like stop and then you'll be at them.
Or just turn.
Yeah. I want to stop.
Okay.
And like I want to like coast over.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
the wheels like
a controlled crash.
Yeah, I want to do a controlled crash kind of. Just like as soon as I get within jumping distance of the buggy with the machine gun,
you gonna leap.
I leap.
Leap for it. Make an athletics check.
I leap, and then I cut with my greatsword. Just leaping. Okay, come on. That's really good. That's a 20 total.
To leap.
Yeah.
You leap nimbly off of your bike, pushing it so that it's not going to continue to veer. Into
I'll just like push it.
How many
into the
people are on that buggy?
Hey, roll 1d20 for me, real quick.
Okay. So 16.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. It veers into the big rig and hits
just
it.
Disappears into darkness.
No, because they dispelled it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
It hits the big rig and explodes. Roll 2d10.
Okay.
Nice.
Good job.
That's 7?
Sweet, yeah. The big rig takes a little bit of damage.
Oh. Does it roll in the...
And
Does it pass the hardness?
just barely, yeah.
Just barely.
Big rig has pretty high hardness. So it explodes. The big rig takes a little bit of damage, and your bike. The big rig doesn't run over the remains of your bike because it's a hover thing, but they are left. The burning wreckage is left behind.
Yeah.
Your mighty steed. You leap nimbly onto the doom buggy. You're right there in So I'm gonna say the way it's set up. The shotgun passenger seat is the thing that the machine gun is mounted on, and then there's obviously someone in the driver's seat. So you jump and land in the back seat.
Yeah.
Surprise, fools!
I'm gonna be like, what's up?
Cool.
Attack both of them, or
Yeah.
just the should?
I attack both of them.
Okay, make 2 attacks.
Yeah. Great weapon master, because that's the business. Yeah. So, do in the machine gun first. That's 15 plus 1 plus 7, so 6.
23.
23.
Yeah.
Minus 5, but so this is 2d6. 1s and 2s. 7 plus 13, 20 damage to that.
20 damage to that guy.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, you cut his head off.
I just cut his head off, and then the other guy.
It falls into the lap of the other guy.
He's like,
Now there's just a lizard man head sitting in the lap of this jackalman.
Carl!
And then I go for the other guy. 9 plus 1 plus 7, 6. This is still a hit.
What
was
was the
it?
total?
9 plus 1. Oh, 9 plus
say the
4
beginning.
is 13, 20, minus 5,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
9 plus 1 plus 4 does a hit.
So yeah, does it hit?
6.
Minus 5.
19 damage.
19 damage. That is not enough to kill the driver, but you do stab him in the back.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, jeez.
I'm like, keep driving.
You
nice.
stab him, and now you're like moving him around.
Yeah, I'm like, drive.
Actually, when he takes that much damage, he needs to make a saving throw to see if he maintains control of the vehicle.
Okay.
He does.
Okay.
So
The other guy's like,
he's just like, ah!
God.
Okay, Todd.
I'm gonna flamethrower whoever I can around me, like one of these lizard guys.
You got lizard guys, you got motorcycles.
There's a whole bunch of them, huh?
There's 2 lizard boys and there's 2 motorcycles near you. Yeah.
Who's blowing fire at me?
One of the lizard guys, because that's the lizard
Yep.
breathes fire.
He's gonna get flamethrowered.
Fun fact, that's a Golden Axe reference.
Flamethrowered. So proficiency bonus. 22.
Yeah.
3d6 fire damage. 4, 12. And then... Oh, he's on fire.
He's on fire. So I'm sorry, did you target the... Actually, you
one of
can't
the
target a guy or a lizard. You just target... It would just hit both of them.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm mainly trying to hit the guy who blew fire.
Sure.
So anyone that's around him.
Well, the lizard is the thing that blew fire.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So you can set the lizard on fire.
Okay.
The fire breather is now on fire.
Well, it says the vehicle is on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is the vehicle.
That is a lizard.
Do I still get 2 attacks, technically?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I...
So there's a lot of guys around because it's sort of like a spread, right? So you could either try for a motorcycle or you could try for the other lizard guy. Which one?
The other lizard guy.
Okay.
8.
It
Probably doesn't
doesn't
it?
it?
Yeah.
So now the lizard is on fire and freaking out,
Yeah.
and the rider's trying to control him. Does the rider control him? He does, but they fall way behind.
Okay, cool.
So, Bettania. So something's very wrong with the undercarriage of your vehicle, and EP's
Yeah.
woofing.
And I thought Todd was going to deal with it.
Nope.
But he's just on his flamethrower. So
Intelligence.
I guess I'm going to try
Not
to go
gonna
down
happen.
there.
Okay, you need to climb onto the vehicle, or you need to climb onto the side of the vehicle so you can reach the undercarriage. Make me a strength check.
My strength is a 9. Sure.
I mean, either way.
That is a 5.
I will point out you have a point of inspiration.
I do. I'm amazing at climbing.
Well, you can... Oh, yeah, you can use it to ace a roll, because I have variant inspiration rules in this. So, yeah, you can use it to ace that roll if you want.
I'm incredible at climbing.
Okay, you're hugging the side of the side of the vehicle, just hanging on as you're speeding through the desert. You see the part dangling, and you're like, yeah, if I could reach it. Just need to screw this part back into place. Make an intelligence check.
That is a 13. Do I get proficiency bonus on intelligence checks?
No.
That's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to reach in there and you're able to screw this thing back into place and retighten it. And now the part is not in danger of falling off.
Yay!
No one's in danger of exploding.
Yay!
You did it! That was your turn.
Yay.
Did it!
You did
Cool.
it.
So,
Did
the
Fast enough.
big rig dude notices that Quorne is in the buggy.
Uh-oh.
The ginormous Rex is going to take.
And we're blessed too.
Yeah, we're all blessed.
Forgot about that.
We forgot about bless. Hashtag bless.
I didn't forget.
That's true. Ginormous is going to take. He's gonna drive his thing and try and ram the buggy that you're on. So
you can jump onto that.
technically it's let's see here. Yes. He rams the buggy that you're on, causing damage. And then the buggy so he rams the buggy and it hits the back of it, sort of like the back corner, and it like bends one of the wheels really badly, and now the buggy is just like going all over the place, and the guy driving is like, no!
But the big rig is now super close to us,
It
right?
is super close to you.
Cool.
But the vehicle you're on is about to crash.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. Just keep going from vehicle to vehicle.
This is why I was like, well, if I can't keep my motorcycle, I might as well just hop around
Cool.
for as long as that works.
The dude in the buggy is going to try to drive it. The buggy is about to crash, and the driver of the buggy is just like, no way, man, no way, and he bails out.
Okay.
You get an attack of opportunity
Oh, cool.
if you want it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It doesn't matter that much.
Natural 20.
Sweet. Don't even bother rolling damage. He was like very close to being dead.
Ones and twos. It's a lot of damage.
Game over, man. Game over. And he tries to leap out, and you just stab him.
Well, it was like my sword was through, like,
Yeah.
I'd like to imagine the back of the seat.
Yeah.
And so he, like, tries to, like, escape, and I just, like, it's just the rest of his.
Yeah, so his corpse falls out of the side.
Yeah,
of
he's
the
like,
thing.
game over!
And he doesn't get run over by the big rig because it doesn't have tires to run over people with.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. All the dudes who are by you, the creature that is on fire, once again freaks the frick out. Did I roll for complications? No, I don't have to. We're not on another round.
No.
Not
yeah.
yet. We're about to be.
Yeah. So that veers off. And the whole, like, the guy now catches on fire and he's like, ah, and they all like veer off and like fall over, like skid out on the side. They're taking care of one of the dino riders and his dino. Up next we have the motorcyclists. One of them is gonna hop off his motorcycle onto your buggy.
But that buggy's about to. Oh, our buggy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Brandishing a weapon.
Oh
Cool.
shoot.
It's real bad. He's going to. His motorcycle veers off to the side and crashes into something. He tries to attack EP. What's EP's armor class?
15.
15 hits. He deals. Where the heck is that? I can't. There it is. He deals 9 points of damage.
That's not so bad.
All right, EP needs to make a check.
What sort of check?
It's a
Oh.
check with proficiency.
Wait 1 sec. 9 points, you said?
Mm-hmm.
11.
That is above 10.
Okay,
You
cool.
take a massive amount of damage, so it's good enough. So he continues driving, doesn't lose grip on the wheel, but this guy's this guy's there.
Cool.
He's on the buggy. The other motorcyclists, let's see, they're going to attempt to mess with Bettania, who is hanging off the side currently. Actually, you could have climbed back on if you wanted during your
I'm a
turn.
really good climber, apparently.
You're a great climber. One of the misses. No problem there. One of the dino riders with the spear, the only one that's left, is going to throw his spear at Todd. He misses as well, so no problem there. And the other motorcyclist is going to attempt to throw and mess up the wheels of your buggy. But she also misses because I'm not rolling very well. So they're all sort of gathered around you guys, and one of them is on you, and they're all trying to mess with you. But none of them are being particularly successful.
Okay.
Let's see, that's everybody. It's all the bad guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So it is a new round. Top of a new round. I have to roll for the bad complication that's gonna happen as we continue our chase here. All right. Okay. Yes. Very good. You guys crest over a dune, and you see out in front of you an outcropping of rock. Looks like it's jagged, especially on the sides, but it is formed in such a way that if one was to drive up it, it would be like a ramp for a sweet jump. So you got some good options there. Whew, what are you guys gonna do? What's EP gonna do? Because he's the one driving the car, and that's the first thing that has to be dealt with.
I'm gonna tell him to go for it.
Go for it.
Punch it.
All right.
Make the jump.
Roll.
Oh my gosh.
His proficiency bonus, yeah.
Actually, it might be Dex. No, it's Dex.
Okay. Same either way. 18.
Nice, he did it. So now the other guys, you've got two motorcyclists next to you. You've got the dude in your buggy, and you've got the Firebird man right up next to you. I think the Firebird guy is going to just try to avoid it. Because running up a jump is weird. But the two motorcyclists are going to try and follow you. Okay, so they're going to start going up that jump and just, like, get wobbly and, like, lose balance. They're going to be like, oh, no, and go off either side. So it's like one of those things where going off the jump, it's your buggy, and then both of the motorcycles to either side flying off in random directions with these looks of horror on their drivers' faces as they careen into sharp rocks and explode.
Oh my goodness. All right.
So there are now no more motorcycles. There's still the dude in the back seat trying to kill you, and the fire guy. Basically, you're ahead of pretty much everybody else because that's what doing the jump does. Meanwhile, towards the end of the lineup, you've got this buggy with a dead driver and Quorne in the back seat, and it is careening towards this rock outcropping, but nobody's driving it. So where's it gonna go? And ramming the back of it is this hover truck.
Yeah, I'm jumping on the hover truck.
All right, I need that sweet athletics.
Sweet athletics. Very good. It's 19 plus 6. A lot. 20 to 5. Why can't I do math?
I don't know, man. This is a family show. Doing math is what we've got to teach kids. So you
stay in school, kids.
So this is why we do what we do.
So that you can learn from our mistakes.
Basic addition.
It's my catchphrase for the season is stay in school, kids.
School kids. You booger butts.
You booger butts.
So you leap from this careening vehicle onto the hood of the hover truck, and the hover truck is going to go off to the side. It doesn't want to deal with this ramp. Probably too big to go up it anyway. But the bad guy's buggy just sort of keeps being propelled, goes up the ramp in sort of a wobbly fashion and kind of falls off like halfway through, falling into a ditch and exploding.
Yeah.
So you guys, there's the explosion, and then you land, hit those shocks real hard. You're going, and then a couple seconds later, there's another explosion behind you.
Whoa.
So things are getting pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You're on the hood of that. You're on the hood of that vehicle.
Do I see my pig boy?
Yeah, that pig boy. What was his name? Ginormous Rex.
Ginormous Rex.
Ginormous Rex. With his...
I say, Ginormous Rex, your day of Rexening has come.
Oh no. Did you already have Hex on him, or do you need?
I'm about to cast Hex on him.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Hex on him.
You cast Hex on him.
I cast Hex on him with my bonus action, and I attack him twice because he's a goober. Why he goobing up so much? That's super cocked. That's 14?
14. 14. I think. I can't remember. Let me check. Hold on. Let me check the stats of the monster Batman. 14 just hits.
14 just hits. This is just going to be 3d6. This is normal attack. 1s and 2s. 8, 10, 13 for the first hit. This is normal.
Okay.
And then the second one, I'm going to do Great Weapon Master. Let's see if I can do it, though, because that's a nat 20.
Nice.
That's
How many
nat 20.
dice is that?
Well, it's these 3, and I'm going to pump my second level spell slot into this for these 2 more. And then, so that's 2 more of these.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
And then also 3 more d6. And it's plus 13. And 1s.
And 1s and 2s.
And 2s. It's just these 2. Okay, that's a lot better. So 10. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
20.
Great Weapon Master Smite.
Oh, this is the 3. 3. That's 7 and 7. So 34. Another 10 is 44 plus 13, 57.
57. Jesus.
Clayton, was that with your sword?
This is my great sword.
Because you can take some vamp.
Oh, I get 5 points back
Yeah.
for both of those. That's really helpful, actually. I'm very close to dying.
Excellent.
Dying.
1, 2, 13,
Quotation marks.
18 total.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I slice through the windshield.
Yeah.
And it breaks through and I just cut him across his chest. And then I'll come down and slice him real hard in the shoulder.
His little gnome hench guy in the shotgun seat is just like, ah!
He's
first,
still alive,
actually.
right?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Well, okay, when I
He's
hex him,
ginormous,
Yeah,
right?
I know, but still, I was like, whoa.
when I hex him, it's you hear a sick guitar riff.
Nice.
And then when I release the divine smite, you hear horns for a split second, just.
Okay, so you guys, you've cleared the jump. You got a bad boy in your backseat.
Bad boy. All right. Is it my turn?
It is. Well, it's either of your turns. I think
Cool.
I think you can go first.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on Ginormous Rex.
Oh, so you're a little far away. You're making the jump made you really far away.
Right. Oh, good point.
So you could. There's just the lizard guy who's also kind of far away from you.
All right.
You could have EP just slam on the brakes if you wanted,
Yeah.
and then they would just catch up to you.
That's what I'll do.
Okay.
And when they get close enough, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay. So
As a
now
bonus.
basically the lizard rider dude is back being right next to your vehicle.
Right.
And the other thing is a reasonable distance away.
Right.
The hover truck. Okay, so you cast Hunter's Mark on Mr. Rex.
And I'm gonna slash at the guy who's on the.
Oh yeah,
tailgate.
who's in your backseat? Yep.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Oh, dip.
All right.
We're channeling the luck right now.
14. 20 damage.
Nice. You have second attack.
Oh, right.
Don't
Still
forget.
Natural 1.
Oh no! That's a classic Lance move.
Yeah, what's
Right?
going on? That's happened to me so much.
Just in the show, that's happened 2 or 3 times.
I know, just in this season.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, no, you did some significant damage. He's looking pretty messed up as you slashed him.
All right.
What do you want to do?
I want to hit something. I'm going to take the guy that's in our back seat and hit him with Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
I have a couple spell slots left, so I'm going to... That is 15 to hit.
Yep.
All right, and that is...
That really happens to me a lot, though.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
it's so dumb.
That's 15 points of cold damage.
Nice. So he's bleeding pretty profusely after you slash him with that crit, and then Bettania, who I imagine is just riding shotgun because you're in the back because you want to be next to the flamethrower, just turns around from the shotgun seat, just points her finger at him, and this ray of frost just hits him, and he's going up for another swing at you, and his body just sort of seizes up as all this frost sort of covers it, and then it sort of sways a little bit and falls out of the side of the buggy, and when it hits the ground, it just shatters.
Nice.
So
Feels good.
Good job.
Nice. Good job.
Thanks, I froze him.
you froze him.
You froze
froze
him.
him.
He wasn't prepared for the Ice Age. Oh no.
I love that movie.
Me too. The animated movie Ice Age or the Batman?
I was gonna say every time
Arnold
about Batman and
Schwarzenegger?
Robin and all his Arnold Schwarzenegger's really bad puns.
Was that called?
Yeah, for the Ice Age.
Oh, I was gonna say, was that like an unreleased title of the movie?
No. There's just he has all these bad puns, and
Oh, I
one of
know.
them is "What killed the dinosaurs?" And then he shoots somebody in the Ice Age. Oh
That's
my
just
god!
a fact.
It's. I mean,
Maybe.
maybe
That's pretend.
it was just a
Go to school, kids.
Go,
Go to school.
learn about your ancient history.
Yeah. Don't stay in school. Go to school. Just go. You don't even have
Just
to
be
stay.
there.
Do it.
Stay there for at least a half an hour,
Yeah.
just so that you get marked for attendance.
Right.
I don't care after that.
Lunch is good. Lunch is pretty
Well,
good.
if you stay in school, that means you're still be in school when you're 40 years old. And then
Yikes.
just go and
I
then
go
leave.
to
And that's
Leave
like a
eventually.
community college type scenario.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like,
we're now to the bad guys' turns. What few of them remain, and you see ginormous Rex basically turns to his little underling. He says, "Take the wheel," and he just punches the remainder of the glass out of the front windshield of the car. Throws it out of there and climbs up onto the hood, and the little gnome guy sort of also takes the wheel, trying to look through yours and his legs to like see where he's going. And Ginormous Rex is gonna try and wrestle you. We're gonna have an opposed athletics check.
Okay.
Wrestlins.
Oh man. 15.
Oof.
How do you do?
Got a 16.
Ah,
He picks you up. He's holding you.
you're a little guy.
He's wrestling you.
We're wrestling.
You're wrestling. He's gonna try and do the Bane move
Oh no.
from Batman, where he
Oh,
breaks
man.
you over his knee.
Do it.
He doesn't even have any weapons. He's just all muscle, all pig muscle.
Do it.
Okay,
That's some shoddy
That's what I'm gonna do.
bacon.
I don't care.
sure.
It'd be funny if we could like freeze frame right there. It's like nightfall, and then it shows like the year, and the copyright.
So, 11 points of damage.
I'm alive.
You're alive.
Yeah.
You're still alive.
Thanks to your vamp sword. You got 2 hit points.
I am alive.
And the gnome is going to try to successfully drive the vehicle. He does pretty decently well.
No, wait.
And Firebird Boy, with his spear with a rope tied to it, is in a last desperate attempt, he's going to run forward and try and stick. I think probably you, Todd. Oh no,
Oh my god.
this is not gonna happen. It's like a natural 4. So, go straight past you. You're fine. Totally fine.
Great.
It's the top of the round once again. What will be our complication? I know what I want to roll.
Cow in the road that we have to avoid.
For some reason, there's a road. All of a sudden, we're on it. We're like, yeah, and then there's a cow on the road, and we're like, get out of the way.
Yeah, this is okay.
And it's like this is
The
like
best thing ever has happened.
Okay.
What?
We get to have a cyclical game.
What?
As you're driving along, you see behind you, around your vehicles, the sand begin to shift. Bursting out of
Oh god.
it is another Remharads. Great, what a great name.
It's great.
It's a great name. It roars and decides to try to bash into one of the 2 vehicles that are still around.
There's also a lizard.
There's also a lizard, but it's too small. It avoids its notice.
How about it gets just killed?
That's a good one. So it sees the hover truck, which is obviously the bigger vehicle,
Yeah.
and is really interested in that.
Oh, nice.
So it full speed ahead rams into that.
Okay.
Now we're gonna have to see how the hover truck's durability is gonna hold up to a giant monster hitting it.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see how the
This
giant
ch-
monster is gonna hold
You guys,
up
this
to
chase might be over right now.
getting hit by a truck.
So, the Ramharads, you guys have a good vantage point. It's hard to see what's even going on. You're up in the air, your feet dangling as you're being held by this pig man, about to break you in half. Wondering which will break first, your spirit or your body.
My
Body, definitely.
Probably your body. Yeah,
Body?
probably
Yeah.
body. He's holding you up. He's laughing maniacally. He's like, I'm sorry. I will destroy you. And then he looks, and then you hear the rumbling. He looks over. He's like, "What?" As this giant chitinous bug bursts out of the sand, and it comes down straight on the hover truck. You guys see from the back, this thing hits the hover truck, and the hover truck explodes.
Oh my god.
Quorne! No!
So behind you, the hover truck just explodes in this giant fiery explosion. So the dude on the lizard is like, "Oh heck no, boy!" And he is out of there.
Oh, he flees?
He flees
Okay.
because there's no way his morale wouldn't break after that.
everybody else is dead.
He's like, well, that guy's dead, so
Yeah.
I'm free.
Everybody else is
if
dead.
Ginormous Rex is dead, and he probably is, then I'm out of here. The hover truck explodes in a giant explosion. The chase is over.
But now there's a Remharad.
You know what? The Remharads is supposed to be a complication of the chase, so I think after it destroys the truck, it might just peace out. It's supposed to be like a force of nature that shows up.
All right.
It attacked the thing. It's
Also, the episode really needs to end because we're running short time. So, the Ramharads seem satisfied with the wanted destruction it created, because that's really what they are wont to do.
Right.
And it disappears back into the shifting sands. EP pulls over with the buggy.
We're all gonna get out.
Yeah. Oh
I
no,
imagine I
Todd!
am.
Oh no!
I'm gonna run up to the wreckage like as close as I can without being like on fire.
The flaming wreckage.
And I'm just gonna like pull my bow out and just kind of wait and like see what happens.
Nothing. There's no movement.
Where's Quorne?
What's happened to me?
We're gonna find out in a second. Hey, you guys want to get a little closer?
Yeah.
All right. You see the twisted, mangled form of a large pig man,
Oh no!
a tiny gnome,
Oh no.
and the broken body of Quorne, the Goblin Paladin / Hexblade Warlock. He's definitely dead.
For now.
Well, let's wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait.
We're gonna wait.
Okay.
Am I actually dead this time?
We cut to you.
No.
So you may recall a couple episodes ago when you were like, I cut my head off. What happens?
Yeah.
And I started to narrate something, and you're like, you know what? I don't cut my head off. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll put that back. You appear in the dark void.
Okay.
Death is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. Wait, didn't that happen already? I think I went there and he wasn't there.
No, that's
No.
what started to happen, and that's why I just said that.
Oh, right.
Remember what you just said?
So remember what I just explained the situation? to you?
Yes. Yeah, death isn't there.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not there. You're just alone in the darkness.
All right.
You don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Can I do whatever I want here?
Yeah. Though there isn't much to do really.
Just start dancing.
It's a dark void. There's like a floor.
There's at least a goblin chess board.
Yeah.
We play goblin chess
Is the
against
Goblin
myself.
chessboard still there?
Yeah.
Play Goblin chess against yourself.
Man, we played goblin chess and hung out for like 3 years. It was
Yeah.
like beanbags and
There's
like,
bean bags.
like a TV and an
There's a
N64.
mini fridge.
Yeah.
It's got some
Of course.
surge in it.
Yeah, it's got some
Sure, you
surge.
did do that.
Oh, no, Quorne loves surge.
So
It's surge and corn. It's full of surge and corn.
oof. So yeah, but you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what your fate is.
Okay.
What could be happening.
Oh no.
You guys are outside.
He's
Nothing.
not coming
He's not
back.
coming back.
This is taking longer than usual. Should we at least pull him out of the fire?
at least put him out of the fire.
Let's stop, drop, and roll him so he's not on fire when he wakes up.
Do you guys want to split up my items again?
Probably.
Sure.
Pretty interested in that. Let's. I pull.
Well,
him.
what if he comes back and we're not here and then he finds us and we should have his stuff?
Oh, well, definitely. But let's pull him out of the fire first.
I mean, the fire's going to go out eventually. What's the difference?
I mean, we can just put some sand on it. It's natural fire retardant.
Watch it. So I'm going to
Kids show.
throw some sand on there, I guess.
So you're able to get the fire going down a little bit and get the body out.
Let's bring it with us.
Just put him in the back of the bug.
Mm-hmm.
The body?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Do you have any more Twinkies?
No.
Didn't you? You didn't use your last one.
I didn't, did I?
That won't bring
No.
somebody back to
that's
life, though.
Yeah, but
Is
it'll
he
give
like
him...
for realsies dead?
He's definitely dead.
He's like a charred to a crisp, right?
Are you a cleric?
No.
Are you a cleric?
No.
Oh, shit.
EP's like,
I mean, booger.
How funny would it be?
I mean,
EP's like, oh no, Todd. Maybe we can bring him to a cleric.
Maybe.
Who can resurrect him, perhaps? I don't
We
know.
can at least, like, have a little bit of respect.
Yeah, let's maybe wrap him up in a blanket or something.
Where are we even going now?
we should try to find St. Michael.
You need to
Right?
get back to civilization. You can definitely make it because you got that power cell, but you're out in the middle of the desert.
I know, but
Do we know where? Do they know?
aren't we supposed to, like, do something after we get the mic?
I don't know. I assume we're trying to assemble a large amount of artifacts, so...
What's closer, the Raider village or the
The Ska people.
Scott people?
They're both pretty equidistant, actually. They're both pretty far away, but you could probably find your way back.
Let's go to the Ska
Let's
people.
go to Scott
Okay.
people.
So, as our group of adventurers drives away from the flaming wreck
Wait, what?
with the broken body of their
Next time on Dank.
maybe
No.
not best friend, but like a good friend.
No, it's not time.
We have to close the curtain on the third season.
This is bullshit.
This is Bullburgers.
Bullburgers.
This is
Of
Bullburgers.
the third season of our family-friendly show, Dank Dungeons. How will they get their way out of this?
We did it what we needed to do.
Find out in season 4. Bye. Hello. Hope you enjoyed that episode of season 3 of Dank Dungeons. Now, season 3 was made possible by the support of viewers like you. So if you want to help with the show, you can go over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/dankdungeons and give us some money every month to help buy the crew pizza and other fun stuff like that. Regardless, if you want to follow us on social media, we are on Twitter at Dank Dungeons TV. So check us out there. Maybe check us out on Patreon if you can. Hope you're enjoying the season. And a huge shout out and a big thank you to all the people who support us right now and have supported us through this trying development time. See you next time on Dank Dungeons.